Just just so Thanksgiving. So many good blessings are happening, and they're just happening. Like I said, for some, they happen overnight once they convert and give their lives to the good Lord and start walking in faith and emulating Christ. But for some, however, it takes. Oh, here I need to say hello. It takes a little more. Like I myself, a very hard nut to crack. But the Lord has been very patient with me. So I am thankful that you also are patient with me. Excuse me. So, so much to say, and I'm almost certain not enough time as far as this is, as far as I've been allotted this month left concerning. So I'm going to try to. I laugh because I seen one of my videos on my son's phone. I'm like, can you slow that down? So I'm going to try to speed up a little bit without um, getting too far off because I already know it. It can be a challenge sometimes uh, keeping up, as it were. But I love you, Millie. I don't. Oh, I don't. And again, I don't know if that song, that cold as ice again, it could have been for someone else. I don't read into it because I'm not that. I'm very much very hot, and I'm not. I'm unchanging in that sense. In the darker aspect, that's not going to happen in my life. It's only just going to get brighter. So, yeah, so much to say. You know, my brother, the bank loaned him that money right off the bat, but he had to go not only check it out because he was going to not waste any brushstrokes while he's down there. Um, not only relocating but helping out his father-in-law, who now just, and please keep the mother-in-law who's now deceased, uh, her husband in your prayers because he he's alone now after all these years of marriage. So it's a blessing that Forrest was down there to comfort him right at that right time, and now getting this 27 acres and owning it. It's not like something that's in the he's a lot of things have changed here. Pardon me, I'm going to try to square this up. Excuse me. A lot of things have changed for the light side, for life, for longevity, for eternity. A lot has changed for the uh, for the winning team and counting. So buckle up. Like I said, I don't plan anything anymore. I've learned what living by faith does. I understand having dreams, desires, and uh, having enough sense, economic sense, and self control to save money, in case there's something. But that's different than what I'm talking about. Faith and living in the moment and doing what you can to better your future by just being in tune for with all you have and have been given, which is right now, because right now is what's the key to eternity. And I'm for me anyway, that's the perspective that I'm getting, and I'm starting to understand it more and more each and every day. So yeah, like I said, I had a vision that I was going to have uh, some spots to in all four corners of the United States while evangelizing and with a team of beloved becoming eternal souls and using their gifts and talents that are constantly being molded and enhanced and also added to, because there are those that they just bury their talent, and that's where that goes, because they just it you know get it gets given to the one that's exercising faith and doing it in a way that's pleasing to our heavenly Father. So yeah, there's a lot of good things going on, and like I said, I don't hang my hat But my bro said last night, he's like, brother, check this out. All this had happened just overnight for him, it seemed. And he says, you see that L piece? Because he's picking up what's happening. How can you not when you're serving truth, right? When you're becoming the one that you're serving, that you're emulating that exact reflection and walking according. A lot of people don't. That's why I said it's a very narrow road. Few are on it. You just have to keep your eyes focused forward and back because most everybody's in a single file line. Um, for now, but the thing is he's like, how would you like to have that L piece of property there? That seven of the 210, the 27 total. You can see right there in the picture that I sent that there was a mobile home right there. It's like I said, it's got water, sewage, and electricity. Um, so that's really that, and I believe there's several of them. He said on there, and then there's and now plans have changed. He's got all that now down there that's actually his, and then he sold his house, which is a blessing, and then blessed someone else in the process of being blessed. He blessed someone else that was completely beside themselves. They were so happy with the house that my brother built just out of sheer desire and a will to just do the right thing, just do and follow his heart. And now the fruits of his labor are all completely paying off with his beloved, his new counterpart, his wife, and everything's happening all at once for him and causing him to be to be nomadic, at least move, and this, quite frankly, is our home. But then again, the home is where the heart is. So yeah, I just want to say that I don't know if that's because I have this, like I said, things change, and this vision that I had involved a lot of moving around, not so much up and moving around. These houses that I had were many, and they were stationary, not real. Look at me, very modest, but very comfortable, so that I didn't have to stay in or my family and we didn't have to stay in motels. At that point, I just had seen myself, but then buses, several buses, cab, million mile chassis buses, nice buses that were housing the beloved prophetesses and all the revelators and healers and all the beloved part of this lighting of the lamps revelation, that the Lord said was going to absolutely, and I said, Graham, because I had heard about him. He said, oh, this is something real true, something that isn't. Oh yeah, it just wasn't quite. I'm like, what? And he's like, yep. And that just it just that's how important it is that you stick to your word, and you read your word. You don't get caught up in other people's doctrine. You listen, you consider what you adhere to, and don't start reaching for the stars, because then that's it. Because yeah, you considered me the young apprentice, but when your servant becomes your master, just in my case, I just have to accept what is, was, and will forever be. I'm didn't ask, sign up for any of it, but I now today I'm absolutely very humbled, honored, and very much. Excuse me, I gotta look at this real quick. Hold on, pardon me. Well, that was my son. He found an appointment so I can take my driver's test today. Oh man, what a blessing! All this good stuff is going on. So yeah, I don't know where I don't plan. Uh, I don't plan. I just don't. It hasn't worked for me in the past. Every time I tried to plan something, it never really works out for me. So I just kind of roll by faith. It's the the planning thing for me personally. That's why I'm a big faith guy. And I had to laugh at myself at the beginning of this whole faith walk and journey because I'm like, I am going to be the laughing stock. And he said, that's exactly what you're going to be. You're going to be the laughing stock. I just didn't realize how much now I'm not being laughed at anymore at all. Now people are offering me things that the Lord says, son, that you deserve because you worked for him. You worked for him in my name, and you continued to persevere in the face of adversity. And just right, it why it was trying to kill, not only destroy your sanity, but just outright kill me. It was trying to outright kill me, folks, and you also. And so I want to thank you. And again, that's I just got off the phone with my boy, and I might have to go here real soon to take this driving test. But so much is happening now. He bought all that property, that 27 acres. He's saying, how would you like that? Well, I could get that paid off. I could get that paid off in no time with what the Lord has showed me. Like I said, things change, but I could use that. I just text Kenny, and he's all excited because there's a few hookups already, RV hookups, but that mobile home was just pulled out of there on that post. You'll see that little area right there. That was the mobile home. The daughter was living with the parents, and when they sold it, she pulled that mobile home out of there. So it's got like I said, it's got everything ready to rock and roll. So that's a blessing there. And then that's what all my brothers ever wanted to do is help people. He just wasn't in the right frame of mind to do it. Now, not only does he have the job and now the means, he's throwing his weight around like he's Andre the Giant, man. He's just doing the old, he's doing the old full, he's throwing his weight around. And that's what you do when you're for a loss of words. But I got a lot of good stuff right here now. I'm not going to be able, because I still have yesterday I partied last night. But to be honest, I was a party pooper. I was out by, I think it was 10:37. Half a pot of coffee that I swore I was going to drink. My son's like, yeah, we'll see, Dad. We'll see. It's because if there's nothing really going on, some girl from the Bronx was over here, and boy, they talk way different. One of Laura's friends, Tassisa, and the baby, she's here visiting. It's real weird because they lived over here in Yelm before her mom moved to Michigan, Detroit, and then Laura married Ali, the Jamaican dude from the one that got messed up a little bit. Now is doing real good on that meth pipe. Right in the army up here in Fort Lewis. Whew, did I say that? God, I don't like saying that at all. But when I'm in free spool, I just unravel. And I really don't do that on purpose. It just happens, and I don't like doing that. So now she's over here, and boy, I'm in here, and I can hear little bits and pieces, and I go out there, and I'm like, wow. So I crashed early, and I had I sleep so well, but I can't wait till I get with my wife, man. I just can't wait to just cuddle with her. And of course, I don't like to be cuddled all night either. I like to sleep. Well, it just depends. I have never been with anybody that's my complete other half. That my completion, my my yeah, lost for words because I'm just so much going on. So I just want to get to it because now I just got more good news rolling in. It just keeps coming like a freight train, rolling like a freight train. That ACDC, it just keeps on a rolling. So yeah, don't ever forget. It's that backwards ass bohemian yuck mouth. It's never about you, baby. Oh no 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 no. Mm-mm. I get tongue tied sometimes also because when we're in this flesh, we got to navigate with what we got. It helps other people too. It gives them courage. It inspires them to go, wow, maybe I can do that. maybe I should speak out. Maybe I should say something. It doesn't matter. There's so many different, just like that antique. I bring it up, Lee and Leslie Kino. Well, they're pretty smart. They're on it. They know a lot about that furniture, but look how much there is to know about antiques. I could sit and talk about that stuff, and that's I gotta stay off that page. It's like the Ouija boards and all that stuff. Oh, and I'm gonna share your stuff, Lionel. I just have so much going on. I gotta go check out some stuff in my truck. I just gotta get things rolling. I gotta get things going. I gotta move. Now he wants to move all of us, everything in one run. That's all the horses, the trailers, the tractor, everything, all of it. So now there's four of us. He's got four of us, trucks, pull trailers. Then I can come back and get Kenny. Oh, Kenny. Oh, South Park Kenny. Anyway, I'm starting to get off. You guys, I'm not that way. Get your minds out of the gutter. Roy, you're the only one that came up with that one. I know. That's because I'm absent. My baby girl. They burn her with a cigarette, sweetheart. I was so angry. I could see it too. Nobody wanted her. She was the runt. She was the little one. They were big too. These dogs were big. They were pushing them around some kind of cart or something. That's what it was. It was a little girl and her dad. Little girl. I got the last one. That one that other little girl was holding in that stroller. It was bigger than her. She was holding that. She was so happy. Had her little puppy. A big puppy, bigger than her. Anyway, so you can always find good stuff. If you look, you can always find positive stuff in anything, even in a crap pile. You know that? You can just find it in a crap pile. If you're looking for corn, you can find it anywhere. I know that's sick. I shouldn't even. That's absolutely disgusting. Damn grease, corn, and porn. And good for you, Tori. I love you so much for that. Yeah, you just let don't worry, he's getting slapped up. Don't think he's not. You think he's having fun, that little piece of crap? That little he's had plenty of chance, just like old gold thumb. But it's up everybody's, like the old thumb in the plum. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I got to get to it. See, I just love spending time with you. Now I just got to get to it. Got to move all my stuff. I'll be moving. Their stuff. I'm not leaving my stuff here because they're going to be moving. They just found some place, and I was scheduled to move them. But again, I don't try not to plan too much. And my son's like, "Dad, don't worry about it. Just get your stuff and that moved, and him moved." Because I was going to leapfrog some of my stuff, so it's not just sitting here when you don't want it here when things are unattended. And now that he's already got all them, oh gosh, you should see that one house. Oh my gosh, the inside of that house is absolutely amazing. He's like, "Yep, that one room's yours." I already talked to Sammy. She's like, "Yep." Well, yeah, heck yeah, because they're my not only family now. We're all one. They know. They know. I don't have to be asked to do stuff. I get things. I think I get things done until that'll be used to. Then Casey's supposed to go down there, and it's just all these the Mr. Pounders and all them at the barn, and my friends everywhere. It's so many things. I could just go back to Vermont. We're gonna make a big old, yes, sweetheart. We're gonna relax. Yes, we're gonna have time for us, and we're gonna have. But we gotta make a good clean sweep, just like that old hand on the clock. Just gonna go all around, just round and round we go. Just in and out like that, just like that moon and the sun, just right up and down those hands, just as it's simultaneously going round. They go in and out as it's constantly going round, up and down, in and out. Well, it depends on your perspective, and that's right. It depends on your perspective, and that's what they're trying to. And then I got a little glimpse of the thing. I can see I'm not getting to this list. Is pretty fun. I got some pretty good stuff on here. This halftime freak show. That freak show. That's a free. You see that? That's demonic freak stuff. You guys haven't seen it yet. You already know. Most of you have. You already know what's going on. You see what's happening. You got just a big old freak show going on. That's what you guys got. You guys are buying into a freak show. That's all it is, and that's what it wants. That's what it wants out of you. So our heavenly creator just sees a freak. Do you want to be seen as a freak while you're about ready to get that old seal? You don't want to be seen as a freak or clothed. You don't want that because that could happen right there. It's just a twinkling of an eye. I just stay ready. That way I don't have to get ready. It's been working for me so far. I'm going to say 5 years. It's over that now, I'm sure. A lot longer than that. Because always secretly, his words been just being slowly just filed away in my hat right here. And so what good is you got? What good is you got? What good is you got if you don't give it away? And you can't give something you don't have, what you don't possess. What possession's 9/10 of the law? After I'm slapping the out of you guys, I apologize. That was good. Even Jared said, "Yeah, I have a $300 tripod, and this thing still shakes." Of course it does. That's how it's all about. They just want you to spend more money, more money, more money, and something so simple, so simple, so simple, simple, simple. Okay, so let's see. We already did Tommy, right? Yeah, we did Tommy. Got him out of the sun. Got his family out. Big old Tommy. What a nice guy. Risked his own spot at that place, and I'm telling you now, they'd kick you out of there. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. You could call. You could get done dirty. You could get as dirty as dirty gets, and there ain't nothing you can do about it in that little city there in Reading. You were just getting done. Yep. Sure enough, show done dirty, downright dirty. And that's exactly what you find. And people, they wanted their. And I had them. I had two cops going at it right there. I couldn't believe it. I was watching it right there when I first got there. I was working at labor already. I'd forgotten it. There's so much. I just remember hearing them. Me and Donnie had just gotten there, and I don't know. He was at school or something. I was at labor already, just staying busy. I had an income coming in. I was getting that, but they let me work and stuff, and I didn't like just sitting around. And all I was doing is smoking weed. And when I smoked weed, I like that sativa stuff. I nothing could couch lock me anyway. That's what I thought was funny with people. I laughed because I have so much energy anyway. That stuff doesn't do it. Just keeps me down to where okay, I'm ready to go to Walmart now, and we'll go ahead and get this stuff done. I won't snap on anybody. But so Big Tommy, this and that, got sidetracked. Sure enough, did Bethel. That Bethel, it got even creepier after I stopped going to that. But then I'm gonna let you know. We'll get to the miracles. The 3ABN miracles. It's all miracles. I'm telling you, all just one miracle after another. But this 3ABN one, I've already. I gotta hurry up. He's gonna be on his way, so you're gonna have to get going because there's an appointment, and then I got to do the driving test. And like I said, then I got the other test down in Parkland that had to be set, for months out because that's how they're doing it. So if you don't jump through these hoops just right before that appointment, you've wasted all the money for that. So why am I wasting my time telling you all that shit again? You guys already know. See, that's how I get, sweetheart. That's why I need you to see how I passed the buck. Well, she made me eat it. She did that. See how that worked? It all started with just one little bite. Okay, baby girl. Let me go ahead and try to. Let's see what we got. So, let's see. We did. That's right. We did. Evil people can bless us. Also, life isn't limited to their ignorance. Somebody said that on a live thing, and I just seen it. I was like, oh, you know what? That's beautiful. And then he just said, well, add to that. Not that it needed to be, but I just started writing. Yeah, evil people become the evidence marker. Remember, seal or marker of your awareness and progress by faith. Your faith is it. And that's why I said up here, um, on her finger when it comes to morals, a ring doesn't plug a hole. See, you got to stop reading into some stuff too. If that was you that sent that dirty old cold as ice to me, and not to, shame on you. I'll get over it, but shame on you. I was a good boy. I'm always a good boy. What am I going to sit here and lie to you? You think the Lord's going to let me do all this stuff and then sit here and lie to you in His name? Oh, I think not. I told you what would happen. You know, all that stuff that Styx talks about happens on there that people do to themselves on these live feeds. Well, that's not that. What would happen is you'd be like, oh my gosh, that was boy, that was he did that. It was a That's exactly what that was, but not in that sense. I hate to even use that. God, what a mess, people. People, God, you forfeit your reservation to the kingdom, which is coming right here. You're getting everything right here that y'all ever wanted. Everything that you turned into your God is all, except, the stuff that isn't natural. But who wants that? And you're gonna soar with the eagles. I gotta find that feather. It's around here somewhere. It's not a full grown eagle. They're right up here. There's two of them up here, but it's one of they kick their young out, but it's one of their young. They fly around here, and I see them. They fight. They fight. Go to all the they go to all the hangouts down here. You get the fish, but they're right here in the trees. I'm looking right at them. They're not even about 27 yards away. Just like I said, 5, 6 of them right there made me real nervous. But they're up there, along with those big old cranes, those herons or whatever they are. I don't know, but they make those big clacking. Okay, now I just went on some damn nature fasari. Took you guys on a fasari. I can't even say fasari. Safari. I'm so excited. You guys get me like this. So it's so fun being myself. When I see people being themselves, and it's genuine, it's so relieving. It's just no, not like that. When you're heading up, you're heading into I-5 and that old says things out of order or broke. It's not relieving like that. It's just comforting to know that people are people. So let it be. You and I should more oftenly. So you won't know about that song, sweetheart. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should, and we will. You're getting closer. You're getting closer to the heart. You better not have sent me that dang little song. But if you did, okay. You're wrong. You're wrong, baby. You're wrong. We're not talking about backwards ass bohemian yuck mouth. I just want to kiss you all over and over again. You won't know about that song either. I want to kiss you all over till the night closes in. Till the night closes in. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. Now I've just that's Rod Stewart. No, it's not. But it is it. No, it's not. But what it did, it that song right away transitioned me into Forever Young. That's crazy because it was that dun 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 dun. Do you see? That's how my mind works. You go ahead. You want to figure that out. You want to figure out how old Roy Boy's mind's been working. Well, see, it fascinates me at times. It's so fun to be alive and living. See, this is the real thing. This is what they've been wanting, and they can't have it. And you think, God, why would he want anything to do with me? He could have anybody he wants, for the most part. But some, it says some. It's just as well, sweetheart. It's just as well. Ah, boy. Some it's just as well. Like a king without a castle. Now stop it. Stop it. Okay. So here we go. So we've done that. We've done this. Well, that's because your faith is its weakness and ultimate death. And the reason why, because once you become that truth more, what is the wages of sin? It's death. And what did Yeshua come to conquer? Death. Through what? Faith. He walked. He didn't sin. So when you become that truth, the truth shall what? Make you free. It's a new thing. It's a new and it's simple. I almost played Simple Man right after that today, because you see, I had to slap it up and I had to love you at the same time. But it's got all them people. I was going to play the live version, but the Lord wanted me to play the little sober Tool. When I used to really, and that guy, you want to talk about some raw courage there, people. Watch him. Watch it. Watch him and it, and just watch him just go to battle. See, that's what this is. This is a battle between lions and hyenas. That's what this is. This is a love story. And people, aren't you happy? How does it feel, people? How does it feel to be a part of? Ooh, I feel you guys right now. Woo wee! That's how it feels. How does it feel to be a part of the winning team? To be triumphant. Truth trumpeteers. How does it feel to not feel bad at all about decisions you might have made in the past? How does it feel? It sounds like a commercial right now. Reminds me of a. Now, don't get angry, because I love a lot of these. This got me hung up on, because they were hanging up on me. I was in Shelton. I said, "Are you depressed? Does your wife have to tie a pork chop bone around your neck to get the dog, the family dog, to play with you? Do you feel like stringing a rope up over a tree there across the street and swing from it so ever gently?" Or a bunch of other things that I'm not going to mention right now because my son's on his way. I had a list of them. If this is you and I've described you in any way, shape, or form, stop. Don't do it. There's hope. In 12 short weeks, yes, 12 short weeks, you too can be a highly paid correctional officer at the Crown Academy. Click, dude. It just went right off. It's beautiful. I had a whole little, and these people that are next to me on the phone, some people, they were just busting up. They don't like, you don't want to get into people's business you don't know. But it's, it was the funniest thing. Of course, I got off the phone and let someone else in line because they're waiting. Everybody's sitting and waiting, and there's lines for different things. And sometimes you got to just brave it when you really need to make a phone call and you just get in the wrong line. And, sometimes they look at, but you got to do what you got to do. And it's not out of pride and ego. You just got to get that phone call in. So you do that respectfully. You don't even take the whole 10 minutes. So when they know you do that, you don't get smashed out when you come off there. So you got a little bit of leeway there. But sometimes you don't even use certain phones because those are Serranios, or the Nathaniels, or the Blacks. So it depends on where you are and who you are. It could be a real. Now I just got completely damn off track. And Big Jim. Gotta hold of Big Jim. Woo! Hallelujah! Gotta hold of Big Jim. Oh, Big Jim. And Brian was walking by. Brian just said hi, and I knew he was walking by because I know that's what Brian does. That's all he does. He walks that track. That's good for him. Keep his ass out of that cell and out of that TV room. Ain't nothing but gambling, ain't nothing but nothing, and gym, all that bad news there in that camp. Bad news. Bad news bears. So yeah, quit worrying too, will you, Millie? Would you quit damn worrying about stuff? Quit worrying. You're not worrying me. I'm gonna tell you what you are doing though. You're gonna drive us both damn nutty. Let me take a little swig of this real quick. Hold on. Gotta get a little swig of this. And I don't wanna I got close proximity. I'll be right back. I've got real close. This is not a big room. So I got everything. I got all my stuff. I'm moving my hunting stuff. Everything piled up in that closet. My son's stuff. Both sheds are full, but everything's organized. And now I'm not gonna have to leapfrog my crap. Yes, quit worrying. I said leapfrog my stuff down there. Have some. So everything's kind of changed. That's why I like just. It's fun. Just like, oh, who was that? Matthew Broderick. He said it's so much funner to just live in. God, what happened to his damn nose? I don't watch a lot of movies or TV or anything like that. Um, pardon me. But yeah, see, it's just funner to live in this here and now. I got more control of what's happening when I'm able to. You just go after the one. The other 99 they'll follow because they know. They know. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get through this. Okay, people, shall we? Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Where's my pencil? Where is me pen? I have some chapstick also. I don't know where my pen's at, so we're not even gonna mark this stuff off. I got a test to take, people. I gotta pull that stereo out of there. That amp. Shut that off on you. Brent Emery, definitely a prophet. Messianic didn't matter because he had a message for me. I'm not interested in what most of you, because you just have to tread lightly when slandering people around me. I'm going to be the only one that does any slandering here. All right. Donut. Let's see. Oh, on Biden. Oh, let's get to old dipshit Biden, shall we? They induce that on him. You know that, right? Yeah, I've seen it happen. I'm watching it happen. That's all induced from just that's not natural. That stuff that happens like that are you a doctor? Don't have to be that. All that stuff is unnatural. All that dementia and all that Alzheimer, all that's all unnatural. Every bit of it, all unnatural, completely unnatural. Now, I'm not saying somebody's going in there and spiking their stuff. They don't have to. It's in everything. What I am saying is that they're inducing his just like a woman travail in birth, right? She's in birth pains. So he's getting slapped up one side and down the other. Let's see what else. So he's getting induced. That horse bitten. Do you see that horse bit? I used to collect them. Some of the old spurs too. Some of them old sign ones like that Singer and Yazi from the Navajo. Oh God, they loved red. Oh, they loved red in their Baida beetle red rugs. Um, let's see. So that horse bit that's in there, that rope that's right there, it's all those Budweisers, those three Budweisers, all mocking. Of course, you already know about Elon being alone. It's all just a word game. The motel in the desert out in the wilderness is all that bolo tie that he has with that all seeing that clear eye. There's nothing in it. All that is all mocking. Uh, uh, the music, the guitar, all of it, the brand, all um, the alcohol, of course. We know is spirits. We know what that does to people. It just there's only one, I think, a couple of times in the Bible, maybe even one. Jerry showed me this where that's and he used to let people come up there and get drunk and mourn. I mean, of course he wouldn't. He had a little baby, fat little baby up there. He wouldn't let nobody get crazy. He had so much property, but he would let people go up there and mourn. Of course, he wouldn't let you stay up there and get drunk, but he would let you get drunk. And he said, "It's right here, Roy. This is what you do." And people that are mourning or something they're going through something and that's not an excuse and I understood what of course that would have been an excuse for me. I'd have been, oh, Jerry, and I respected him too much for that, so I never wanted to see that man witness me in that condition, although he had. I didn't do that. He had to find me that way. Anyway, so I'm getting way too far ahead, and I got myself in quite a little bit of trouble. Almost got in some serious trouble again with the Shasta County. All over sin, 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 sin. Repent, people. Okay, so don't. Okay, let's see, motel. Okay, so all that we're gonna skip past that. So we know you just look into that. It was on that GQ. It's all just a little clown, a little Humpty Dumpty. Um, don't it make your brown eyes? Don't it make your brown eyes? Don't it make you? That's exactly what they're doing. Let's see. Steven. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right. And what I've got a clip. I was watching you with the twins. I just have to get through it because I got so much going on. Like I said, I did look around and see it's going to be a lot easier, but things are changing constantly in motion. We are not stagnant here. No, no. No, sir. This considering everything that's going on too, you'd be quite impressed. Not that you care, but I do. And so you probably do. What a beautiful thing, twins. Um so when you were going for the old Lost in the Sea of Cortez, I start right away. You were like you said something about bulging, and I was like bulbous. I had write it. He said, "Well, then write it down, bulbous." And that's why I said that kaleidoscopic, and I did the AOC with the kaleidoscope eyes. I actually started the song was going through my head, and I was just and Lucy in the Sky, of course, you know that, and then Andrea Ocasio Cortez, the sea, of course, I already said that. Let's see, Roy. Oh yeah, and they asked me, Roy, what are you going to do to prepare for the Super Bowl? I already shared this with some of you. Ooh, that coffee and that vinegar, um, is by not preparing for it. And now I seen just today for the first time, of course. So you know what Pepsi is all about. I told you about that. I knew it was in that a long time ago. The Lord showed me that, but long before. And then I started when you have people that you're close to and you spend a lot of time with, and you actually start doing things for the Pico company. So Roscoe Pico, you see things other people don't see. Very, very, very. Oh, they're all involved in this shithole slingshot monkey flinging. Uh, you know, you just gotta don't eat it up, people. Don't take it. I've seen what it's doing firsthand. It's a shame, and I seen that nurse see her write stuff down, and it was they were studying people I love like they were rats, and you think I'm kidding, and got me so angry, so I started writing, and of course it just gets I get slapped up one side and down the other on it, and it's okay because we're just gonna move this mountain, just like that sodomite, yeah, sodomite bowl Sunday. That's another one I come up with. It's sodomite bowl Sunday. They're just reaching into everybody's ass, and they really are. They're up there. Do you know these people? I told you about what they do. Do you know that they're smiling at you while they got shit in their teeth? You think I'm kidding? They are this nastiest people, and they do this because they've. And you know, Satan is laughing at him. They got him. He's got him eating shit, thinking they're getting all this. They're eating shit, thinking they're getting all this, and now they're the marker. They're the marker of your success, of your faith, your progress. I know that might sound crazy. Well, how can they? Well, what do you? That's how this is working. Don't be amazed in that they're subject to you. He said they are the demons, all of them. Most all of the fallen and the people that also it because they have free will, as it's a call today. You know that's the Adventists believe it's as the sun's down, and as the Bible states, it's as remember she went to the tomb before the sun came up, and we know that when the sun goes down and it comes up, that's considered the day. Well, then here I got another one for you for all you scholars, and I don't even need the answer because I don't care. I just want one. I just want to ask you this question because it came to me when I was in Walla Walla, along with another prophet. He looked at me, and sometimes we don't. We see that's the thing. You don't have to go on an argument, just like that guy was talking about on Globebusters. People that are religious, they will argue about anything, and it starts out fine and dandy, just like a drink. Just one, it starts out fine and dandy, and it ends up in a damn nightmare. The religious shit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you guys completely disagree. If you're not loving people and allowing in their own opinion, what who or what you are, who or what are you preaching and becoming and trying to emulate? Uh, because faith does come by hearing, but because of that hypocrisy, that very same hearing and what I was seeing wasn't lining up with what I was reading. But I wouldn't have known that had I not sought out the the word myself, because I didn't think that I was even intelligent enough to, because I, that's how the enemy made me. That's how he's tried to make you. That you guys are people are dumb, but they're dumb. They need you to create this whole dang narrative, this crashing down around it. We're all just we decrease so the Lord will increase in us. That's what this is about. It's about humility has got to take a back seat, because that ego and pride is what got Lucifer in trouble. And now Satan, and we have a pick we're in a pickle with the, well, we're not, but it is. It's got them all eating crap, laughing and laughing at him, and they think, oh, we're doing all this, we're getting all this, we're going to eradicate these damn people. We're doing this. We're the light bearers. We're all, oh, God, you silly. And that's why it says, pray for those, for they know not what you pray. You don't pray for what they're doing. You pray because these ignorant people, they don't even know. Their minds have been seared. Their consciences have been seared. But now there's enough of them. They're just starting to snap out of it. And I don't know. I don't need to know. We don't need to know all of them, because we will. And that's what's just, it's hating that. It hates the fact that it don't know, and the image in which it hates has allowed us that privilege to know everything. He ain't keeping nothing from us. Everything he created, it's all being restored. Every single thing. Twinkling of an eye, people. And you guys are all part of it now. Now. Isn't that nice? It's a beautiful thing. And it all got flipped on it. And there are people, their minds, and again, I don't know how it gets reversed. Just like I don't know about the foundations of the earth and how the blotting out happens and how then you can get grafted in. Okay, so then he says you don't even need to know. You just pass the mail that I am filling out. You just continue to speedy delivery. You just go and do what you're led to do, and you let me take care of the rest. And it's been working so far. But yeah, so did I just? Yeah, I did. I got a little off. God, man, you guys are something else. I can feel your guys' prayers. Whew. I just feel the Holy Spirit. That we're so on fire for the Holy Spirit, and it's crapping its britches, people. It's flipping out because it sees even its own structure is just crumbling, and it sees the angels of heaven just rejoicing, and our heavenly Father just saying, "Okay, all right, look what he's done, people." Mr. Robertson, all of them, they were both saying, and I got a little bit of what Jesse, because I like to do, I bounce around a little bit. Even people I don't necessarily am led to share, love and pray very much. And you can just, how the Lord is using all of us so that we get confirmations. That's what this is. That's why we don't forsake the assembling of the saints. it's it's they're he's right. We're all right when you're seeking who you're becoming truth. We're all right. How can you be wrong? Honestly, it's how you go away if you don't agree. It's how you go away. Is that love? Or because, like I said, in Walla Walla, I sat and looked right at Big Jim. He looked at I, and he said, okay, so if he was in for 3 days and 3 nights, and it says right here, are you seeing this, Roy? I said, I'm seeing this. Do you agree what it says in Genesis about what's a day? Why there's no confusion on what's the seventh day? I said, yeah. Why we still keep a seventh? Yeah. hmm So then you go and you don't know math, but I'm going to show you right here. And I go, yeah, that's pretty simple. And he goes, so what would that make? Where would, where would Good Friday be? Shoot, bye bye Good Friday. A lot of stuff, lot of lot of bad things going on. People, they're very iffy. If ifers. They're fifers. God, it's gonna. Oh my God! Look at the sun. All the clouds just went away. People, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, people. Oh, and we're all alive and living. Isn't that nice? We're all part of this. What do you mean, where are you going? We don't have to go anywhere. You just become that where which you're traveling. You become that. Oh, crash. Oh, sweetheart, quit reading into stuff. So much to say. That's why, like I said, it'd take a team of people. And then you'd have so many books. You'd make that Bible that I had, that Catholic Bible would look like that's a starter book to this story, that this journey that we're on. The Lord said there is no ending, son. And when I came to that revelation, I knew what he was saying was true, plumb true. There is no ending to lighting of the lamps. It's a perpetual constant. It's That's what love is. It's light. It's life. It's love. It's law. It's all for. Remember my buddies? All for wings and things. Remember? Back to life, back to reality. There's always one. It's all in black and white, people. It's all so simple. Confirmation. They can't do this. Could have any one of them. I don't want that. I want to be in complete tune with the one that has created this instrument, vessel, conduit, vehicle, so alive, moving, mountains, souls winning, life beginning. Oh, it's hating us. But remember, it hated me first. Know that you're doing the right thing. You're over home plate, and there ain't nothing it can do about it. Nothing it can do to you or anyone that you love or care for. Once you realize whom you're becoming, it and its little subservient little pukes are your marker. It's just like when you're trying to learn your speed and distance, what do? Oh yeah, I had to study. You count. You have to first identify an object, and then you 1,000, 1,000, right? Until you get to 4. And then you'll know the distance. That's how you'll learn. Because some might say, well, how would you learn? Just like, well, that's what your speed little gizmo, your laser deal says my vehicle's going, but how yours isn't calibrated with mine. And so we definitely have a discrepancy here. When I know I'm going the speed limit, And I know I have the right size tires on here. You must have a problem with yours. Well, there couldn't be. Well, why not? Because yours isn't calibrated to mine, so it would have to be. And even my dumbass can figure that out for you to get an accurate. And not to mention, I'm GPS, NORAD. I'm GPS. I I know exactly how fast I'm going. So your laser's wrong. But so anyway, wonder how many times I'm gonna grab for those. Always, always read your retweet. I should have probably looked up and checked. So it's a glorious day, beautiful day. Love you, Millie. I just love you, people. I'm just so happy to know you, and God, to know you is to love you, and to love you is to care, and caring is sharing. So that's why I do this, because I care about you people. My brother, he's always wanted to help, and now he's able to, and now he has the spirit of just that. He's our father of protection, you know, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisha. He's not only our provider and banner, he's our protector and healer. Oh boy. He says, I'm not leaving you. I'm gonna, where I'm going, you can't come. Well, I am leaving, but I'll be back and I'm gonna leave you a helper. And where I go, there you two shall be. Well, see, that man might have been straight. He might have been one of the few that are in heaven, like Enoch, I believe. But I also have this impression that it's also a metaphor for those that are asleep. So if you're getting these messages from any kind of, it ain't good. I told you, I wasn't talking to Lois. Wasn't led to, but there was something going on there. It was when she the second time around when I couldn't get out of that house up there in Bonnie Lake on Kelly Lake Road. Kelly Stave. So many Kellys. So many intersecting. It's just mind boggling. It's beautiful though. You'll know. Oh, you'll know. You'll know. And it'll make you free. So let's see. Sodomite Sunday. And of course, we have Super Bowel. Uh, Super Bowel. Because that's what they are. They're all just these are bowel pirates. You know that, right? They're just they're just rolling down the moat. No stinky ditch. They're just uh they're just rowing away. It ain't like Michael rowed the boat ashore. You know, you've said that before, Roy. This was 5 years ago or so. You've said this before. That's right. He is rowing ashore. Have you ever seen a boat row to a shore and just kind of one oar? You've never seen a boat row to shore with one oar, unless, of course, it was a canoe or something. Just go in circles. Like I said, right there, didn't even realize it. And I said, yeah, and Peter not far behind. And the Lord said, yeah, Nathaniel and Raphael and many, many others. Legions, son. Legions. Whenever you're all ready. But when the good starts and the light starts to illuminate the Illuminati, the darkness, and people start to see, and they themselves, remember, I think it was the Wiz, remember, weren't they? They started to shed all their yeah, all their scales, the evil. That's right. Suffering for sound reason. My life, it seemed, out of season. Trey Smith, you're right. You're so right. very cautious. Wise, bold, but very cautious. Good move. Nice one. I love you so. Locomotive breath. It knows the time is short. It knows. And you just live in the moment. Don't be afraid. Blue Oyster Cult said it well. Not only don't fear the reaper, but burning for you. Not cold as ice, sweetheart. I'm burning for you. All of you. Little Sparky. Life. The breath of life. Love. Would know what sin was if I didn't know what the law was, is, and will forever be. You see, I'd have been just like a justified dog returning to its vomit. John 3:16, John 3:16. Beloved John. Mockery. A mockery, and they know it better than most of you. So, let's see, what else do we have? Super bowels. Or satanic rituals. Luciferian, satanic, draconian meat market, super bowel Sunday, and then scarf and barf. And of course, we got upchuck Monday, super upchuck Monday. Really, it's just this merry-go-round and round. The definition of insanity. He just mocked you as he's. They got their tongues out. They're all blacked up. They all have. They all been smacked up. They just don't. They don't show you. They're all in big club, and you're not in it. They get clubbed with a big old shitty stick, and then they get it. Their own shitty stick. They pass the shitty stick around in ways you won't know, and then they blast him in the head. Well, I just got hit, he said. The little boy just clubbed me with the glass, with the old mug. Don't you know? And it's a big shit stick. Whack! Can you imagine the stinky mess they're in and ain't getting anything? Just mocked. They're getting mocked after they get slapped up with that same stick and any other thing they sinned. It's all going to be a Groundhog Day. I've seen it, people. You do not want to be a part of it. You don't want to be. You will be. You're going to cast it down. You're going to hand down the judgment. Why, our heavenly creator, he hands down those that got baffled by old Baphomet. It's, oh, can I lick the bowl? Sure, you can lick the bowl, son. Remember those chocolate chip cookies? You can lick that bowl. He can't cut the mustard, but he can he can lick that jar. Sure, you can lick the bowl. You want the spoon too that I just stuck up your. Oh, these people are nasty. And then they club themselves with it like they're in some. This is how sick these people are. They're all in on it. Oh, I know it might seem, but they all have and they got to throw each other under the bus. God, that poor little kid in Vermont. But a lot of good, a lot of faith has been made. A lot of ground has been blazed, a lot of faith laid trail. Talk about a real yellow brick road. It's transparent. No shame. Who told you you were naked? Who told you there were plants? Who said that to you? Who told you that? Show me. SVP, scripture verse, please. Show me. Show me where it's at. Just show me. One time, show me. Show me. Is that Vermont? The show me state? Or New Hampshire? Yeah, New Hampshire. Live free or die. Yeah, that's what it is. Live free or die. I believe there's a time felons could even, and they should. Any felon that doesn't have the violent crime, come on, people. They just want to get your pea shooters from everybody. Everybody makes it. They got these shit bags handing down sentences. See what they've done to children, to animals and stuff, and then they put that black satanic cape on and they preside over you. They look down. They look. Now, there's a lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong. Some of them, a lot of them, they have to snap out of because they see that club they're in is that bar association is. It ain't nothing to. Like I said, never, never, ever, ever, ever lower the bar. If need be, remove that shit stick altogether because it's not some limbo shit. They want to go as far and low as they can go. And uh, you're paying for all of it. You're paying for all of it. Your children, all the ones you love, generations have paid like they weighed, paid with their life, their social security, their number, just a number. I'm not a number, I'm a free man. No, we own it all, people, all of it. They can kiss our, oh, they want to kiss it. Oh, they're sick. They're sick. Oh, they want to kiss it in ways that we don't want them to kiss it. They want to go, they want to violate, they want to. Oh yeah, there's some the wiffle ball bat all the way. Oh, these are some sick people. Shaq, all of them. They're all sickos. They're all sick. Should have seen what I seen that big freak get humped by. Oh, you would have been like, oh my God, are you serious? These people? Oh yeah. Yeah, these people are sick. Sick individuals. And they're all, everybody, they just worship them. They just want to emulate them. They want to wear their shoes. Of course, I got that pair I took a photo of. It was a mocking in a gold standard, circular kind of a bulbous. What was the other one I wrote down for old the Sea of Cortez? Bulbous, bulging, uh, addition to bulging, uh, bulbous, and then the kaleidoscopic. There was something else. I don't know. I got so much on here though, and I'm not crocked because I can't find my. So I get lost in the Sea of Cortez. And so I just stopped grasping because there's some stuff I'm not going to add in here. Anyway, Reading. So Reading and quit tripping, baby girl. We have a time frame and I'm checking the mail. I got to get moving and things got to get rolling. And now it's just like pouring candy. The Candyman can, that window of opportunity starts to narrow. You can do it. You can make quality candy and it can have legs. Like that faith, it can move mountains. Man, not only does it taste good, man, this stuff's got legs. How come I can't get mine? I said, well, because you got to wait. But then then I can't get that. I said, well, you got to prepare. You got to make sure you have everything in order. Remember, going to Ashland, stopping at Seven Feathers, getting a couple burritos. You've been fasting. You get the picture. Things are out of order. They're broken. Boy, there ain't nothing worse than going to a toilet you've counted on many times before and to see that it's out of order and you're like, this isn't funny anymore. Hershey, Titanic. Oh, we've known this for a long time. I'm so glad you people are piecing this together now. They've been doing it for a long time, people. But this one, they wanted to put the boots to us hard, bring in the old U-turn. Never U-turn. Never U-turn in no U-turn. Ever. Brand new. I should have bought that whole dang Truckload of those. I should have too, man. I'd have been. You think I would have made? Oh, well, he'd have been pissed. Because most people they don't leave when you buy them out like that. I've seen it happen many, many times. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. It better not have been for me. If it is, young lady, you and I are gonna have words. But I'm gonna kiss you first, and then we'll have words. Boy. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, only for you, baby. Only for you. For now, we have a time frame. Like I said, I don't need to have to worry about how that transfer is going to take place if it has to. I don't want it to, but it will because, like I said, I think the Lord's not quite done here yet. So we have some things to do, and we have a lot of fun to have, and souls to salvage. And oh gosh, it's just hating us. Just hating us. But remember, there's nothing it can do. 253-441-6171. Just, you don't have to say anything even. You can just write something real small. Just let me know. I see progress made. I see it. I'm okay. I'm patient. Yes, Tori, I'm patient. I understand. You're her mouthpiece. I get it. He's the cameraman. I understood that, I believe. Because that made me not feel so, you know, human and get, disgruntled and angry. And, because fear and anger produces rage, and there's no sense for that. When you know the truth, it makes you free of this its ultimate death. That's what that means. Some people might say, he seems a little arrogant. He seems like he's sure throwing around a lot of new stuff. I don't find that in the Bible. Well, guess what? I'm not interested in if you like, believe, or understand any of it. I would like you to, but my interest is that I just pass the mail and do what I do in love and continue to move forward with caution. Periodically looking in my rearview mirror, my side mirrors. Things aren't always what they seem, much closer than they appear. So now I'm at almost 2 hours now, and I have said absolutely what might seem to some people nothing. Gosh, my hair is starting to get grayer. What's going on here, man? Does this actually happen, Father? He says, son, there's some things I am not going to allow you to heal yourself from because I need to keep you on your toes also. And you already know. You already know what you're getting. I'm like, yeah, I already know. He's like, that twinkle, you already see. And then it's just done. And everything everybody's been trying to gobble up here, just getting it all. But they just, it's almost would seem like a real twisted love, a joke, a cheap trick. But when you get the full mill thing, you're like, that's not cheap at all. He's been warning us, saying, hey, listen. The just shall live by faith. Where's that just? What's just? Tip to be square. Just. You have to be just in order to build something that's true. There is no justice. There's no justice anymore, people. Well, we need cops. Of course we need, there's people that can't, but it's not when the bad overrules the good, it's not them per se. Like I said, once they come to that realization, it's you can't be that blind at this point. You got to be, just in denial. But yeah, so well then what do we do? Well, we ain't going over that again. We need to have, but it's not. It's gotten so it's just ridiculous now. Well, who's going to pay? Well, that's not my problem. That's your problem, and you don't want to work together. You want to work against the grain in the name of just us, and so it's just you two, not the UN, and it's so we got to just roll. See that big old Pinot. That flying tree. You want to talk about Christmas trees flying? Okay, so let's get back on track. So many songs I want to sing. I just want to sing a song. I want to tell you about. I'll just keep this list because I got to go take my test. I'm gonna have to bone out of here pretty soon. Bone Thugs in Harmony. Huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, I can hear it right now. Yes, I used to bump that through the hilltop, man, and all the little hood rats, the little crips up there, like, yep, that's old Crazy D. And they'd know I'd come around the corner and they're just right in sync. Doom, doom, yeah. Bone Thugs. What you gonna do? Hmm. I got completely off track. Old Mad Rob was up there. Looks just like Ice Cube. That's a few friends that look identical to Ice Cube. I could fool all you fools if I wanted to. I could stand right next to him, take a photo, and you'd think, man, that dude does know Ice Cube. I'd be like, I told you, sucker. What's up? You think I'm what? Punk? Chuckle. Uh, so let's see what we have. I've been out of the hood for a little while. But it doesn't get out of you. Once it's in you, it's in you. It's always... So I've treaded both sides. When you're like that, you can go up on the east side with the Bloods and the guys over there. Oh, jeez, I've been with the BGD, Vice Lords, Vicky Lou, all of them. All of them. Jesse like wing. Jesse like wingy. I said that yesterday. That's because I got a piece of Jesse Robertson when he was talking about the game warden. I laughed and laughed and laughed like, oh yeah, been there, been to Texas before where they were scratch sniffing my knife, say, oh, if you don't, if there ain't no fish smell on this knife, boy. And I know I had that warrant. I know it was act. I know it for a fact. They were looking for me. They were looking for. They were over at Al's house. Al Rice. I told you the one that. And I. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they're. So I know about those. I know about those. Those Texas. It can be quite difficult. They look everywhere but where the. They look everywhere but where they should, And then they didn't even know. Yeah, you must have been sleeping in that day. Well, they don't know shit from Shinola. They just, they fake it through. They couldn't even. Most of these people couldn't even pass their own DMV test that they make up. Oh, they're intelligent. They got a lot of real smart, some real good rules too when it comes to bus stops and lights and all that and certain stuff. They got a lot of good stuff. Make sure your load's tied down so nobody gets their damn head taken off. Hello. I mean, but then they couldn't even pass all the bullshit that they, excuse my language. God, he's sure cussing a lot today. I know. I'm working on it. Work in progress with the means to a peaceful end. That sounds like you're making an excuse. No, I have one that justifies me. I don't have to. I tread lightly, and I we just write this as we go. You can like it, love it, or leave it. But the truth is always going to remain. Um, so yeah, there's that, Jesse. There's that, yo, wingy. Oh, Jesse got wingy. So that wing, that old dick shit, didn't even know what. Thought they were redheads. Weren't redheads. He knew. Been hunting there. Been hunting before. Not there, obviously, but they were all. They've been there. Can you imagine all the money that got tied up in that organization? It's all by design. It's all by design. And you ain't in on it, but guess what? You're paying for it. Oh, you're paying like you weigh. That's right, sister. Doesn't matter if you're a little round, little chubby, little. I love all people. Don't matter. Told you. See how fat I used to be? Call myself a fat ass. If I didn't start having a little bit of self worth, I'd still be right there gobbling the goo. Not throwing around any guilt or anything like that. It's just that's how I'd be. I can say that because I've been there. You see, I can say that. Just like about honeybee. Thank you very much. Caught a little glimpse, didn't share it. Caught a little glimpse, and she's back on there. You guys, everybody, she's throwing her little weight around, which is fine. Of course, it's a beautiful thing. But sassy as ever, right there, back on there. Everybody great. Everything's fine. It's a new day. And I didn't have I slept in today a little bit, guys. I'm gonna tell on myself. I seen it starting to get light through there, and I just want to sleep in a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I've been a little congested the last 4 weeks. It's crazy, but that new eucalyptus has been helping me, and so just sleeping in. They've been doing the work and stuff, so I'm just man, because otherwise I get up, I just get up, and then I just start running it. I go with Lionel. I just have my little, I keep it open. Now that the streaming's getting down to a minute, I try to come in, and when I'm out of here, because I'm not in here all the time, I'm always doing something. I'll shut her down so that it's not streaming and sucking it up, when it doesn't have to be. So trying to be a little considerate, and a little. So and plus, then I'm missing stuff anyway. If that's what I'm led to do is listen to the whole thing, which I love to do if I can, but I got so much going on, and then when things or people aren't certain people, I'll prop that open, and I'll do my push-ups and stuff and keep doing. Make sure to stop the laundry. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. But lately I've been able to sleep in. So that's been great, man. Because I'm usually up, like I said, 4:37, man. 4:37. Usually, bam, just wake right up. The Lord's been really, and I mean like a clock. It's almost. But I've been doing that all my life. It's been just getting up when I needed to, even when I'm just hung over and crap stuff. It's crazy, and then I do my chores, and then I go back to bed and hung over. Pardon me. Yeah, well, I'm not really. I'm not interested in your crap, really, sir. Because you're bullshit. We've had enough. What's going on, everyone? It's Jaron from Jaronism, back with another video for you today. Oh, right on. With gas pressure next to a vacuum. That's funny. So that was a nice comment. That was a nice response to that. That was an old one too, I believe. Huh. Thank you, guys. I love you guys so much. So let's see. Now that we're off track, there, gotta get back on track. And then there's, of course, Reading. I'm not going to be able to. There's a lot going to happen in Reading. Lots gonna be going down in Reading when the lights went down in Georgia. Um. So let's see. Oh yeah, baby. God, I miss you so much. I can't wait. I just want to run a zoom and a hug you. That's just what I want. I want a hug. I want a hug. And once we talk on the phone, then you're not gonna be feel so you'll want to hug me. You're gonna hopefully you want to hug me now, but you'll be really wanting to hug me, and we don't have to go through that damn awkward stuff, so we can just get to damn business, and we can get to the next deal, so we can get to some personal things and find out, get some things ironed out, and then just move to the next phase, and we're good. We're good anyway, but we just have to just got to get to that next move. Got to go. Like when you were flirting with people, you got to make the next move. There's always something involved. Always always that next move. And I don't play 3D chess. I don't. When you are. So anyway, I guess I could do a little bit of reading. Let me stand up just a moment and get this. It's starting to get. Once I get started on the Reading deal, it's going to be hard. So we covered Alex, of course, prying that piece of candy. I would have never gave him that candy had I known now, because I love Alex. Um, oh, my bro gave me this shirt. Also, this is one of his gave me a lot of say. Matter of fact, he gave me a happy, and a yuppie, something about yuppies. And Mr. Robertson, Phil there was two shirts. I put them in the giveaway stuff because I don't usually wear stuff that promotes anything. And he's done with football, and he was a major football fan. I mean, major, as major as you get. This guy got. He was down with the sickness. Down with the sickness. This dude, man. You know there's a God when Forrest Lee Verts is done with football. A lot of jersey, a lot of stuff I threw, a lot of expensive stuff is out there. Gotta haul that stuff to the. They gotta make you sit there and open every dang bag and go through every single deal. And I did with all them coats that Einstein wanted to collect for that drive that no longer works out, which was a good idea, I guess. But it's that pack rat mentality. Just bring it in. Before you know it, it's over. It's one thing if you got an out for it and that's your plan, but man, once you get stuck in that, bring it in. They're making movies about you. They're bringing in the camera crew, and they're climbing over stuff. No, not in my reality. Sorry. No. No, honey. That ain't happening here. So, not in my world. I don't get. That's what you want You want a fast way to move me out of that place wherever we go with that. Start hoarding shit. You start hoarding stuff, and it's over for me. I ain't doing it. I don't care. It ain't happening. It'll never, ever, especially if it's garbage. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening. If it's garbage, it's not gonna happen. It can't happen. Not in my world. I'll let you know that right now. Whoever, and I want that to be you, is ever going to be in my world, ever will I ever collect garbage. Now a day, maybe you can let it go by, but yeah, that stuff, no, I can't. I just don't. Everything, there has to be an order of things. It doesn't have to be. You can look around how disordered things are here, but at least I know where everything's at. Otherwise, what good is having it? If you don't know where your stuff's at when you need it, what good is having it? What good is having knowledge if you're not going to use it, or, love if you're not going to express it in the knowledge that you have and in the truth that you're becoming, living that out. Oh yeah, if you know something, it's going to show. If you believe in something, it's going to manifest, and it ain't going to happen in baptism because that doesn't make you a new person. Confession, that's what makes you a new person. That just makes you uh, uh, a dedicated person, and showing your dedication for the confession that you made, hopefully before, and the understanding of why you're being baptized and why it is that Yeshua died and was baptized and why he died now and has left you a helper. Because there's people all over that ain't going to be going down. And you imagine all the people in prison if you went around and told them, well, I got bad news for you. You see, you have to be, they're like, well, wait a minute. What about the parable here about the washing of the feet? And I'll go, I was kind of wondering. I thought that's why you all got top ramen that day. Oh, that's right, Steen. That's why we all got that spread. Anyway, you guys know I'm just, be careful. Just be real cautious because it's for everybody. It's for anybody. Buddha, all of them. Doesn't matter. But they better cry out. And then they'll be enlightened, and then they'll go, maybe I might want to make a few adjustments here to this. I was on the right path, but I was just hauling the wrong load. I was on the wrong horse. Yeah, horse bit. There's just so much of it. It just goes on and on. So let's see what else. my trusty little gargoyle. All that money, $1,200. $1,200 one, and we just made 800 there. They're just everybody's got money coming. It's just been a big blessing. See, when you're praying for people that you love, but you don't necessarily, let's say you're not. How could I say this? You're not very involved or going to be very intimate type involved or too chummy with, but you love them and so you pray for them. You see, and you truly and you mean well, even if they're not for themselves doing the very thing that you're crying out for them, because you love them and you don't want to leave them in a situation where because they might appear to be having their stuff together, but you really know, and it's all just to keep it going, just to keep it all going, and really inside it's a mess, and it's alone. People are alone and they're afraid and scared, and it's all a lie they've been gobbling up, trying to keep this fake facade and this exterior wrapper. You heard Miss Hall, just hang it up. Just like a hanger, just hang it up. And then you see the fruits of those prayers. You pray for the Jabez to manifest. For I named him Jabez because I gave birth to him in pain. He wasn't easy. But yet the fruits of that, in that suffering, those intercessory prayers where two or more gather. Intercessory. There's that third one. And all that money just the other day, $1,200, bam. Nice. And they're almost ready to move. I just noticed I did that. That's for you, Tori. I noticed you did that last time either. I wasn't trying to mock you. So, go figure. I just do that sometimes. My heart doesn't have an achy breaky in it. It means well, so well that it traveled all that way, Mr. Hall, for that one woman. Well, well, well. What do we have here? It can be used in many different, and oh, sweetheart, you wait. I am going to say that to you. I'm banking on that. Mm-hmm. Well, well, well. What do we have here? And you'll be like, well, hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. After I get my bearings straight. What you have there is something I did not know that I was able to. I'm like, oh, just let it flow, sweetheart. I love you so much. I'm just so in for the other person. I'm just so beside myself when it comes to loving other people. Truly not. I'm not talking about cheap sex. I'm talking about love that has no one greater than this. That one would lay down their life for their friends. And counting. So I'm at $1.34, right? Yep. What do I have on the back here? Oh yeah, the 27 acres he just got. I mean, he owns all this stuff. It's not just something that it's just all it's it's reality. And he's like, bro, I need you to understand. I'm like, bro, okay, I'm gonna listen. He doesn't usually talk that way, but he has a lot to be thankful for, and he's just excited, just like me. There's times I know some of you might be thinking, there's no way this guy could possibly relax. Oh, I can find it real easy, and I have to do that. It's the only way I'm able to come to you and in the fashion and with the gifts of the Spirit. is just meditating their home. It's becoming a home, not so much a house anymore. But yeah, he owns all that stuff. He's like, bro, you don't understand. We're gonna be needing to leave, and it's gonna be a one-way deal. And I said, I thought you just laughed at me when I said a one-way deal because I kind of predicted that the Lord did. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a. And you said, oh no, you remember all this? And I said, yeah, slow it, stop. You're right. He started going through them. And I said, I understand. You're right. He said, even after weeding all that stuff out, he said, we gotta have two, maybe three trips. But now it's all in because now he's got, you'd be the same way. Just like me with that Plymouth. It was sitting there, but I did right. I didn't steal that out. One night I had the keys and all that, but I just sat in it, listened to the radio, put the stereo in, was going to the flea market, slowly, just but that day comes, so that day has come for him and he wants to get the heck there. That's what I'm trying to say. He wants to get the keys in that ignition and he wants to open that front door and he wants to get his life started. He's worked hard. And he knows I'm gonna help him. I told him, well, bro, we're gonna have to. He goes, well, I got the Kubota. I said, because we're gonna need. He goes, well, I'm selling the one deal to the neighbor, the driving lawnmower, but we got the Kubota with the brush hog on it, and I've drove them with PTU hookup with the. Hi, honey. Uh, yeah, I'll do it, and thank you. And Cecilia just brought me some lunch, and so yeah, I'm gonna make this kind of short and try to save some time so I don't get burnt out on the only so much time I have. I love you, Millie, and uh and I just I don't get disappointed when I don't. What's disappointing is when it's hard for me to, and this in a good way. It's hard to tear myself away from you when I start streaming. I got things I need to do. It's almost easier when you don't come on because I love you, and it's almost like no news is good news type thing. In a way, not in that way. I think we have a time frame. Don't get me wrong, but because sometimes, and especially now, once and I hear her voice, Tori's voice, and everything, and I start to pay attention to the chat and stuff, I get it's hard to tear myself away. I don't because I know you're paying attention, and I feel that connection, and I don't want to lose it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to break that connection. So I don't. And my son, that's why it's hard for me because he knows, and so when he knows you come on, and he knows, and so he wants to talk and stuff sometimes, and he's not a talker sometimes, like on his birthday and stuff, and it's hard to juggle two love lives at once. It's not easy. That's why we need to speak so we can just get because I'm getting moving anyway. Like I said, and I'm gonna come up there anyway. That's my plan. And again, I gotta just day at a time, not to try to hear the good Lord laugh at my ideas, but they're good. So anyway, so yeah, he owns all that. He's like, how would you like that 7 acres? I'll just get that paid off right away so I can help a bunch of people there, or just use that a place to stop at for me and the family and I mow the lawn. As we're making our little circuit in comfort. It's not going to be some and see stuff, do stuff, have fun. That's what the Lord told me it was going to happen back in '06. You're going to have fun. Plus, you're going to just do my will. You're going to do my will, and amazing things are going to be happening. It's going to make that grand movement look real small in comparison. Just like the and counting, just like it was going on with the trumpet movement. It was all prophetic. It was all revelations. Spirit interprets revelation. That's all it is. Was and will forever be. So I love you. I'm gonna let you go. Let's see, Tori. Oh, Nazi. That's right, Tori. And that Nazi stuff I used to get, and I'm going a little ahead of myself because it was the guy. one of my it was my real estate friend Rick, where his um, son-in-law gave me a ride down to see meet Schroyer, so I could get he could meet me and kind of get an idea to pass along to Millie, so I could try to hook up again. So yeah, the guy's actually just pretty decent, or he's a creep or whatever the hell he would have to say. But yeah, he's a real dude, and oh boy, we just kept him at bay there. And that guy Rick, his he used to buy a bunch of Nazi stuff that was fake, and I started getting into the real stuff, and I started learning what flat wire, how to look for real flat wire insignia type in a lot of their military garb, their outfits would have flat wire, beautifully done. Germans were just a master, just amazing at their quality. Just some of the that's why I shoot slick tricks also broadheads is because they're German Lux steel, and they just I've seen stuff it's amazing. And I can use them over and over, but the Germans, as you know, and they just do really good quality work. And he was buying some stuff I got from him while he was doing that. He was also buying fake Native American stuff, so I was trying to help him out at the same time being educated. And we're selling to the pickers, the whales that come through and then go to, like I said, the big shows that I started going to myself. I stopped selling to them. I started going there myself. But I just had fun just dealing with people and giving the under, just giving somebody a good deal. That was my thing. And he had a bunch of the Nazi stuff. But yeah, I had photos. I had photos of them. They were putting they were actually had the prisoners that were in the black and white get up, and you could tell they were at Auschwitz, or they were at something Berg or wherever it is. I had names of all the stuff where they were at, and the Lufen whatever it is, and I've had pictures of Goebel, his family, all his family, real photos, not postcard photos. I'm talking real photos where they had these huge long tongs, these like something you'd see to rotate wood in a fire, in a poker, which I used to collect them too. The authentic old rod iron, turn of the century, or even mid 19th century, or even earlier, pokers and brooms and implements for fireplaces. And so so yeah, he he sold me some pictures that or not he not I kind of got off track a little bit. Dean, actually, my brother that sold me the truck, Dean Summers. Not only did he sell me a really nice Civil War uh, uh, military, it was a ball and cap box, had blood on it. It was amazing. Had the lead filled U.S. It was. He ended up selling me that. Man, that thing was. If I would have kept that, that thing was worth so much money, and it actually had the original. Wasn't a. I learned about how to look at the S, and it was not. I got a lot of money out of it, way more than I paid. But he sold me that and those pictures, those prisoners, and those Nazi camps, putting other prisoners that had been gassed, that were dead, and some of them dead, bloated, and just emaciated in the furnaces. Um, and you could tell they were emaciated too. They were next in line, I'm sure. Um, but it was a sad. These were real photos. You could tell the way these photos too. I could almost see how these photos were taken. They weren't taken like somebody was just walking around taking pictures. That's for sure. But these pictures, like I've got photos that have, you can tell they start to silver. I call it's probably a wrong, but they start to silver, and you just know. I've had some pictures and some amazing old frames and Art Deco stuff that you just. I got a photo right now of old Bobby Boy that was in that. behind that photo album that is starting to silver, completely out of the light. But all this stuff was real and very creepy. A matter of fact, I had people flip out on me that I even had that on my table, that I was even displaying some of that stuff. So I ended up making it. I traded some of the more sensitive the photos and the global photos, and I actually had a cadet arm badge that was real. I mean, it was three pieces, and I learned exactly what the real ones and the fake ones were. I studied and learned that they were they had three pieces. The red, it had the black, and then the white, and then the black. All three pieces were sewn independently, but on each other, and you could just tell they were real. I got a bunch of stuff from him that he just gets. The Lord blesses this guy. It's amazing. The old rock hound, he gets stuff and trades stuff. People don't either. They don't care what they have. They don't know what they have. But it's just and now I'm certain it's just it's a God wink. It's a little attaboy. You know, when you're doing the right thing, or stay on the right track, and you do the right thing. These things will come to you. You don't have to steal. You don't have to be underhanded. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to rob somebody. You don't have to use someone else to further your career. There's plenty to go around. And I mean stuff, people that were some. I've had some reproductions, but I've had some stuff that's just amazing. Definitely would have been Christie's, Sotheby's, Pawn Stars, all the way. I would have had my own museums, several of them by now, easily, easily.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, baby.
Papa, with the phone charger.
Okay, I'm gonna be off in just a few minutes. Johnny.
Papa, I'm gonna happen now.
You did.
Yeah, we we went sissy doctor appointments and my first doctor, and we just came back home.
Okay, honey, I'll be done in a minute. Okay, baby boy. Thank you. And he went to the good doctor because that's his speech doctor. He says we're going to the good doctor because the other doctors, we don't. Ugh, God. So don't do it, people. But yeah, I had all that stuff, man. I got rid of that stuff, and it was authentic. I started learning the authentic, and it was weird. It was weird because I seen a bunch of the fake stuff come in, and then you see a lot of the when you get the real stuff. My son got a Mauser that he traded. I told you he ended up trading I think that was in one of them segments. He got from Sean. He got it from Sean Song's brother, the one I got Bonnie and Clyde from. The storage the storage guys, the Koreans, um, good friends of mine. They sold that Mauser. Every single they didn't have no idea what they had either in there. That Mauser, every single piece. This is just how the Germans are or were. Every single piece had SS, had the SS, and every single screw. And I'm talking the smallest of smallest. You'd have to take not a micrometer, but you would have to take an eyepiece to see some of this stuff, and every piece had a stamp on it. All the numbers matched. So yeah, we've had stuff that's just and but I got that impression it's not what it was designed. It was a bad, tragic thing, and what a mess these people happened to these people. But so anyway, I'm going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. Almost harvest time. I'll get harvest time where old Wesley comes down to get me, and he's still living in the trailer down there, right by Salvation Army there in Reading, right by the matter of fact, you go through the light, and that's where the county building is. Some of you might already looked. Because why am I going to lie to you, right? Um, that's not going to get me. That's not going to get me invited to a banquet feast. All right, let's just say that. So anyway, um, Yeah, it's I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me. When I yell that song, it just goes. I ain't gonna blow it because the little boy will be back. Papa, what are you doing? Think about tomorrow. Think about tomorrow. I'll roll through the world. Um, I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me. 'Cause it's dead and bloated. Oh, it's hating it, guys. It's hating it, and isn't it nice to be alive? All right, so we'll just go ahead and pick up where we left off. I got to stay busy. I got to go through all my stuff. Just my son saying, "Dad, we got this here. I got this. I'll be able to move this. You know, I've moved for a living." He has. He used to, and I've done it too. But he got real good at wrapping people's stuff. But I don't. I wouldn't want some people wrapping my personal stuff. Just like I don't, you know. But if it had to be that way, whatever. Just, just don't be going through my drawer, my drawer. Okay, so I love you guys. I still got a couple minutes. I'm gonna make it an even two, I guess, because I don't like pulling myself away. Someone said in chat. Let's see. Patton, I think those are Pendleton rugs that dick shit was sitting on old Biden. Yeah, I think that was a Pendleton from Oregon. I used to get that. I used to get those and sell those all the time, but they're not the real deal. I mean, back in the day, maybe they, but that no, they're not. Oh man, I've made some big money on old baskets. There's a woman in Oregon that has one of the biggest Native American basket collections. And I believe one of my baskets went to her, and it was in bad shape, but it was in the trash. But big. It was some kind of a grain vessel. When you get those old good ones that are don't matter what condition they're, they can repair them. It don't. Well, I used to have a boy, man. I had a fee. I could see that stuff, and I'm like, God, please put that down, please. Somebody before me when I'm go to a table or something at a yard sale or a flea market, and I'm just like, God, I hope they put that down. I gotta. It's gold, or man, it's the real thing, and I smell it. That's one of the first things I look at, and then I'll smell it. I smell it. Are you serious, Roy? You do that? Yep, that's what I do. You'll smell. You'll know. You can't fool me. That you can't. I'll know it. I'll know. So anyway, what else? I don't even want to start with Reading. I really don't. But wasn't that amazing? Tommy just stood right. I didn't even know he was in that back room. Just come right out. Oh no, no, and the pastor wasn't liking it. Oh no, he wasn't. He wasn't liking it, and Tommy knew he could have got kicked out. We couldn't have kept him in that motel with him and his family. What were they going to do? He knew how Victoria was. They couldn't camp out there. You can't camp in Reading. You can't. That wasn't gonna. They wouldn't have. That wouldn't have worked out very well. So it was all bad, But the Lord used him anyway, and he stood. He did the right thing. He could have just said, "You know what? I'm gonna mind my own business." He could have stayed in that back room. I would have never known he was there. And no, he said, "No, no, that's not it at all." And the whole time, the Lord spared me, spared Donnie, taught everybody a lesson, slapped some people up, drop kicked a couple people, Spartacus kicked. Oh, you're gonna love this one, Steven. Just Spartacus kicked that old evil pastor, and they know the Bible. Though they know it well. They just don't walk it. They don't. They're hypocrites. It's religion. It's religion. It's the very thing that's well. That's the pickle that we're in. You know, but it's a good pickle. It's a bread and butter pickle. Humans shall not live on bread alone. So, yes, sir. Yes, man. Oh, yeah. He gone. He gone. And this doesn't have, this has raw, organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother organic, honey organic ginger. It has no lemon. It just tastes like lemon because of all the ingredients. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. It's Vermont Village. Mm, USDA. This is brain food for me. I like this stuff. I like this stuff. Nope. He said it's in your gullet. And boy, I said, well, without a biopsy. I said, well, they still died. This does run in the family. I said, I'm gonna have to do something. You want you do something different. Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over. But yet they got people going through the machines and their hair's falling off. They're doing all kinds of shit, crazy shit. But they're doing all this good. No, they're causing all this trouble, and then they're offering a solution. It's called cause and effect. You've never heard of it? Now there's Loma Linda down there. They cure people of cancer all the time. Diet and music and water and all kinds of exercise. God, are you people just like Mother Earth? We can just rejuvenate. Well, to an extent, because once sin was found in us, went from 8, 6, 7, 8,000, 1,000 years back, down to a $1.20. So you play the hand you're dealt. You're either the Big Show or you're little Speedy Gonzales. One or the other. You're Big Mama or you're little Hoochie, your little round heels. Just depends. It's all free will. So anyway, I'm at almost gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna snap out. I've got to go out and work on the truck. I got to go through some tools. I got to start separating some stuff. Um, make sure Donnie and I don't take none of his snap on. I have my own some American stuff and very few Taiwan stuff that just gets mixed in there when you need just something for a quick deal. But it pays to buy American. That was funny. Where was that made? And who was it made by? Yeah, you don't want to mess with me when you don't want to. Nope. Because when I'm angry, it's not nice, you guys, people, to be loved and to become that very love for others. All right, well, all right, guys. All right, guys. Well, it's time to. It's time to go. Do, 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 do. And I shall see you on the flip side of that manna. I love you guys. I love you, Millie. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, all you people, all you beloved. I'll start thinking. I'll start getting on and I'll start thanking people, okay? I just had things to do. Now I got my test. I'm out of the way. Hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm so happy. Now I can go take that test. 12:30. He said, oh, that's right. I think we're going to probably do it tomorrow now. But we'll see. Either way, I got stuff to do. I'll thank you, people. I see it's hard. It's like wild horses. It's hard to drag me away once I get started with you people because I love you so much. I just want to spend time with you guys, but all these good things are happening. Oh, so meditate on these things that are good, positive, and true. Don't get caught up in the bamboozlement. Look at where we've come after what it's done to us after all this time of trying to keep us from sharpening each other and enjoying each other's company and love and trying to muzzle and just bamboozle and confuse to control so it can conquer you. We're still moving mountains. The Lord is allowing this to happen. Because I'm gonna let you know right now, it wouldn't be happening right now. It'd be, but there would have been nothing left. There wouldn't been a whole lot left, you know. And he's not gonna be mocked, and because love is the joy is in the journey for love. And oh, it is Alpha and Omega. You believe that, but when things start to things, you'd be surprised on how much free will and reign the Lord gives those that walk. Don't the Lord text minors? Don't the Lord text minors? I'll text anybody. I don't care. I don't care if they're minors or not. It's what you say. It's what your intent is. Of course, is that minors? Yeah, heck yeah. I'll text anybody. It doesn't matter. But they've got their parent, if especially if they got their parents' permissions. So you damn right. That's why I told that little boy, if it's okay with your friend. Are you serious, mister? You're the nicest mister here. It made me feel so good. That got me a spot in Helen's. You look like a Helen. Tommy get wingy. That got me a spot right there. Are we ready, son? We gonna go?
No.
No, okay.
We would have left a long time ago.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I'm live. So we'll just go tomorrow. Okay.
I need your ID so I can get your
Okay.
number off of it so I can call and set up the appointment.
Okay. All right. It's in my pocket. I'll be done in a minute. I'm live. All right. You want to say hi?
You can hand me the thing.
Yeah, it's in my pocket, Bubba. Thank you. I love you, big boy. So he's hooking me up. My boy's hooking me up. Getting me the thing. He's needing my ID. So yeah, I gotta let her. I gotta go, people. I don't want to, but I'm gonna. Um. So yeah, just make sure if you're gonna have any involvement with minors, you make sure that their parents know. But now minors, God, are you kidding me? Nowadays, you got on a date with somebody, you got to ask them for their ID and make sure, and then look at it and take it and put it under the black light and make sure it's not fake. Because with what they're doing with all these hormones and stuff, man, I've seen some young girls. They're just like, wow, you got to keep your eyes on your paper and make sure that you're not violating some man's daughter. And of course, you first things first, it's the Lord. Right off the bat, you're sinning against our heavenly Father. And then next, that girl, your future wife, her future husband, oh man, her father and everything else, you ought to be hung, strung up, and swinging. Get a rope. El Paso, Texas. So yeah, make sure you're very cautious. Be careful, people. All right, man. I'm gonna get off here. And is somebody? Am I getting five? Oh well, that's great. Oh, beautiful. That's perfect. That's beautiful. You donate whatever you want because it's just gonna come right back to you. If you got a heart to donate, what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna reap we're all gonna just take care of each other. That's what this is all about. And then we're gonna start with all the other countries. Did you hear her cry out? Did you hear her cry out? Please, would you heal our land? Because she was so hungry, but she believed in that which she has seen in who? Other people that are crying out for the same thing in the manifestation of that which they're becoming truth. They've seen truth manifest and they cry out for America. Isn't that sad? For the last country on earth that is this godly country that has all these rich mega churches and there's all these children that are starving. Why? Why then? They starve, they cry, but boy, they don't miss a beat when it comes time to be molested. They don't miss a beat. They go help them out, all right. They do nothing but just further their suffering and pain, confusion. They don't understand. These people are from America. Look what they're doing to us. I thought they wanted to help us. Isn't there a Christian fund? Don't they have a support the foundation? All that crap, the dogs. They use the dogs. They use all the stuff to yank at your heartstrings. And the whole time, people, Joyce, Clownmouth Myers, and Dave, he's just sitting there. What a punk. All that money. And that's why you've had to have a little backstrap. Nothing new under the sun. Got to drive you out like the fools, the sorcerers, your graves. All of you, mouths just open, wide like graves, whitewashed tombs. Anyway, so I got to get going. I love you guys. I don't want to end on that note, but it says, but it's a butt worm. Where the worm dieth not, it's always crawling. You know what they do with them gerbils, right? These people are sick. Snakes, they're just freaks. Freaks. Your Shaq, you know what they do? You know what they had on him? A burrow. These people, if you would see them in their glorious, they're high and mighty, they're they're all enlightening array. If you would see them, you would laugh. You would laugh. You'd laugh and you'd say, this is who I held to a high esteem. You look at you fool, you ignorant fool, and you're disgusting. All of them, people, they all have to, all of them, or they wouldn't be in the position they're in. Sick, sick people, taking it like a man. He is taking it like a man. Oh, you don't have to go to uh Tijuana to see that. Oh no. You just got to tap in. And once those scales fall, you'll be like, "Ooh, he got that big boy got flogged. Oh, he got flogged with a hog. Ugh. These people are sick. These people are sick, sick fucking people." And you voted for him. And it wasn't the person, it was the idea. It was the idea and counting. So don't be so hard on yourself. Oh, I was right there also because I wasn't aware of all of it. I wouldn't have been, couldn't have been, shouldn't have been. And so now I am. I wouldn't have made it. My head would have exploded. I told you I would have been like a weeble wobble. Talk about Humpty Dumpty. It's all a big scam, people. It appears one way, but it's another. You pull that curtain back and you'll see it's your marker. You can go, wow, you're starting to separate yourself from it further and further from it, that marker. You're distancing yourself from it. You're starting to, in 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. You know there's a safe distance there. You might be sometimes on that same road, but you're not heading in the same direction. All right, well, I got to let you go. I love you, people. And there's so much going on. There's so much going on. So much going on, people. You'll never be in want again. Just jump on, step out, rise above, speak it into existence. Speak. Speak it, because it will. Every knee will bow, every tongue will confess. You do it now. Mm. It's a beautiful day out there, people. And I have things to do. I have to get out there. I love you, people. I got to get going. I got to get this moving. Whew, there's souls to be won. Victory, victory, I say. I love you, people. I love you, Millie. I love you. I love you so much. We're going to grow old together, eternally old, either in that harmonious matrimony, unifying oneness, or just as friends. It's all right. You know what I want. You know what I've been fighting for. We don't put anything past our Heavenly Creator, so don't limit Him to anything. Don't put anything past Him, and don't limit Him, and don't. You don't want to put Him in some mega church. Oh no. He's much bigger than that. All right, I love you because I love you. 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 I've got to go. All right, love you guys. You have a great day and a glorious day. It just gets better and better and better. Forever young, people.